You made it! Hello everyone, Jeff here with A Taste for Whiskey, and I'm joined here with my good friend Derek and my good buddy Chef. And folks, we found a gem for you this time. We're gonna do things a little bit different because we are here at Lowery's Candies in Muncie, Indiana, world renowned for some of the best small batch chocolates in the world.
Yeah, and we're gonna take some of that finest chocolate with some finest whiskey and create the perfect pair.
So come with us, we're going to take a step back in time and see what kind of dark secrets that Lowery's Candies might let us in on.
Let's check it out.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Charles, fourth generation chocolatier. Thanks for having us.
It's my pleasure, guys. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, can we? Where do you go to next when you kind of walk people through, or you kind of give a little tour?
So from here, we'll go to the second dipping room. It's got storage and a handful of dippers. This is where molds come out of the freezers. And like we talked about just a second ago, we're gearing up for the holidays. First one's Thanksgiving. We do small and large cornucopias. 1.5 pounds will come on a platter with these guys, and it's literally spilling out.
So it's just stuff full of more candy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. This is not just boxes of chocolate.
This is all boxes of chocolate. 50-pound cases, 10-pound bars. And the fun thing is, it's just like you would think. 10-pound bar looks like your standard chocolate bar, except for way better.
It's a giant candy bar.
Yeah. Now we're heading into the place I spend all my time, the kitchen. What you're looking at in here is machinery that's 100 years plus old. This is the only thing I've ever known. Burner, the copper kettles that you see are the only thing I've ever known. Nut roaster in the corner. We'll roast all nuts fresh in house, take it to that extra step. Sweet and salty.
Yeah.
Never fails.
Yeah, this is incredible. These copper pots, I mean, I can't imagine the candy and how much these have seen. I mean, you can just see it. You can see it. I mean,
Yeah.
this is incredible.
As we gear up for the holidays, this kitchen will turn out 500 pounds a day.
500 pounds a day. You know, if I come here and I come out into your shop and I look at this candy, what's something that I may not notice? You know, some finer qualities, that's something that I may look for that I wouldn't necessarily know about in your candies or in your chocolates.
All our candies, if you were come straight in, shine like a diamond. Where if you go into your big box store and you open up a standard candy bar or a piece of candy, it's probably going to be a little bit dull because they start mass producing. As we keep saying, since we're approaching the holidays, we're just now ramping up. Your big chocolate companies, they've made theirs months and months ago. As a matter of fact, so they're already focusing in on Valentine's, and we're just gearing up for Christmas.
Okay, so look for that shininess, that coating that's fresh, that's just now made. Yeah, okay. And you know, that's something I would have never thought. I just eat the chocolate. I don't look at it that close, right? So yeah, just learning what to look for and what's out there, and I feel like, gosh, yeah, this is the chocolate room. Like you can smell the chocolate in here more than anywhere else.
This is the main dipping room. The machines that you see are 250-pound melters. I have 8 ladies that are literally skill trained. It is a skilled trade, and they'll dip, like I said, each individual piece day in and day out, and they can dip their body weight each day. So you're talking about 200 pounds each dipper can dip a day.
Yeah, that's pretty incredible. And then just boxes of it everywhere. This clean in here. I mean, it's just, yeah, you have a great operation. You know what would go really good with chocolate that we've tried a little bit of last night? I think we need to get the guys in and try some chocolate with some whiskey.
I think you're absolutely right.
Yeah, let's go do it.
All right, everyone, we are here in the last place of the store where the chocolate actually meets the whiskey. Charles, thank you again for letting us be a part of this. This has been fantastic, especially allowing us just to kind of come in and take over the whole store.
Hey, my pleasure.
I mean, so, but what we're here for is to really kind of come down to the most important part, and that is, after all of the research that we did and after all of the work that we put into this, you know, we really did find what we felt was the perfect pair. While not easy, we found whiskeys that pair very well with this amazing chocolate.
Yeah. So this will say we saved everybody time and effort. Now, if you want to come here and buy piles of chocolate and get a bunch of whiskey, it was fun getting here. So feel free. But if you want to just take the shortcut, we've done the hard work.
Absolutely.
So what we've selected is the famous milk chocolate and dark chocolate covered cherries that they do by hand here. That's what we're going to promote with the whiskey tonight.
Absolutely.
And can I start?
Absolutely. I mean, Chef is ready to go.
Well, of course, I'm raring because I'm good. I love food, chocolate, and bourbon and whiskey. So I chose the Woodford Double Oaked just because I love this as an after dinner dessert type whiskey because it's got that coffee espresso flavor, the tobacco, the leather, and I thought it would really go good with the dark chocolate. So you ready for a pour?
Absolutely. So I think the cool thing about the Double Oaked, and we knew that was going to be probably the easiest one, you know, because you got the heavy chocolates, you got the heavy vanillas, and so I kind of felt like that was going to be really the no-brainer. And actually, it really was, right?
Oh, it was, yeah.
So we're really kind of going more for a kind of a flavor explosion on this.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Flavor explosion with the notes in the bourbon, the Double Oak, plus the chocolate.
All right.
And Chef, the chocolate has a heavy vanilla anyway, so that's going to complement. But yeah,
so
I'm going for it.
Yeah, take us down this road.
So we always, you know, we nose it, then we sip.
Yeah, I'll do the sip right now.
Get my chocolate ready.
Then we take the food item or the chocolate.
Now what do you get on that?
An explosion, flavor explosion of
the
cherry comes out, the vanilla comes out, the sweetness of the chocolate just coats your whole mouth, and it's a very long finish on the back of your tongue, and it sits with you for a long time, which is very good.
Like it's probably still going.
Oh,
right?
It's still going. I love it.
It is almost seem like the chocolate extends the finish of everything. It just, it makes it last so much longer. If it's the fat and the chocolate you talked about before, it just extends that finish. So you're just tasting it forever, it feels like.
And you're still getting it, right?
It's absolutely wonderful.
No. So really, we found that if you're going to have a Lowery's dark chocolate and you want a good bourbon, the Woodford Double Oak for the price, and really, of all the ones that we tried, that was money.
Yeah, I think we all gave it an A+.
A+.
For sure, because it just went, like, it was one of the first ones I tried, and like, Charles and I said, that's it right there.
Yeah.
I mean, it was great.
It was the first one we came across. It was like, that's it.
Yeah.
So now we're gonna kind of go down a different path. I chose Scotch, and we kind of pre-planned this, and we thought for sure a heavily sherried Scotch, you know, but it needed to be a pretty rich sherried, a little bit age to it, and so we went with the Glenrothes 18 year. Now it's not a cheap bottle, but it is way cheaper than Macallan 18, and it's from Edrington. So Edrington does own Macallan, so it's kind of like if you can't get the Macallan 18 sherry, then we always say get the Glenrothes 18 year because it's just as good. And the Scotch father would say that it's probably even better. But for the same reason, because a nice heavy sherry, my favorite parts about a sherried Scotch is going to be those notes of prunes, raisins, dark chocolates. Maybe sometimes you might get a little bit of a coffee note kind of peeking in, darker, richer, even some dates. So when you think about that and you think about how that's going to go with sort of a dark chocolate with a cherry, I mean, Charles, that's money too, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And you're not a Scotch guy.
No, I'm used to bourbon, corn.
That's right. You're kind of Louisville.
Yes.
Yes. Kentucky bourbon especially, right? So So this is kind of a different path for you. But one of the things that I can say that I enjoy about this is it's a completely different journey than the Woodford Double Oak, but at the same time, it's a spectacular journey. So I'm gonna go in right now.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
Hey, let me try it. You don't have to do it alone. I'll go with you. You want to try a little bit of this one? I think we. So the sherry finish does come through.
The thing is because of the complexity and the viscosity of the chocolate, it thins it down to the point where it takes some of the smokiness out, but it enhances sort of the fruit notes in the sherry. So the dark fruit notes come through, but it takes away some of the whiskey, leaving you with some of the fruity notes.
One enhances the cherry.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's even better than it was last night.
I was getting ready to say after doing it last night with you guys and then to do it again today, it's got to be tried to really appreciate it. It does.
So my favorite story is not only did Charles like the scotch, but you're not a rye guy.
No.
And this was the hardest. The milk chocolate was so hard. So walk us through this, Charles.
So last night, spent time with you guys that have been involved in the spirit world for a long time and trying all the different varieties that are available. And I went into it and I thought, well, I know what I'm going to. When I go out to eat, I buy the same thing every time. When I go to the liquor store down the road or anything, I go for my traditional corn bourbon, Kentucky bourbon. I know what I like. And then after talking to you guys and trying some different things and being pushed on rye, I can't believe I'm going to say this, but they got me to try Sazerac. And the rye and the milk chocolate, the pepperness of the rye, in my opinion, it just cuts the milk chocolate, not in half necessarily or dwindle it, but it just embodies it. So you get the pepper of the rye with the sweetness of the milk, and it just rolls and tastes wonderful.
And this is what we would call counterbalance, because you got a rye whiskey that has a peppery note. Then you got a sweetness of the milk chocolate that's buttery and sweet and vanilla in your mouth. Then it's two opposites that come together and blend to make a perfect pair.
Yeah, let's just, full disclosure, the milk chocolate was the hardest because of the viscosity of this chocolate. The sweetness of the chocolate, it was really the man behind the camera here, Kurt. We were like, we don't know where we're gonna go.
We were going to
Kurt was
switch
like,
candy.
We were going to switch candy
off of the milk chocolate cherry because we couldn't find anything.
Kurt goes, I kind of want to try a rye, and we're like, I don't know, Kurt. And then next thing you know, somehow the Sazerac just kind of popped up, and our eyes just kind of blew up. So you're going to see it here with Chuck right now.
Oh, it's really amazing. The chocolate amplifies the chocolate, and then what it does with the cherry in the middle, when the cherry hits your tongue, it just kind of puts a different twist on it too.
Yeah.
If you're somebody where sweet can get to you mixed with this for some odd reason, it takes that sweetness away, but not totally. And it just it's there, but it's not overwhelming.
No, and you know what I just found? The cherry. So I said we got most of the cherry is here.
Yep.
So I got most of the what do you call it, fondant. Fondant. I got most of that, and when I washed it down with the Sazerac rye, it popped cherry. It popped cherry. It took away the spiciness, was just the exact level, but it popped that cherry.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like you would expect rye to do.
That's exactly what it does.
So Charles, biggest surprise for you of the whole tasting was the rye.
Yes, by far.
I mean, you were pretty much not even going to try it. We kind of had to force it.
Yeah, no, he's not lying. No, I've tried ryes in the past, and like I said, anytime I'm around liquor store or anything with spirits, I'm one of these. So,
well, 2 for 2, Scotch and rye. That's right.
So now, Derek, this one was a challenge for you too.
Well, it was because I threw 5 out that I thought were going to be easy picks, and ended up going down. And this kind of, I don't want to say down, but Wild Turkey 101 is a little bit bitier. Kind of like
Oh, yeah.
you said, you need something that gets through that milk chocolate because it is so sweet and so good. And this is also a high rye, also, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So the high rye in here in the Wild Turkey 101, along with the fact that it is a little bitey, 101 proof, so it's got some good proof to help mix with it. And from what I remember, this was later in the evening, but it worked with it. To me, this one worked hand in hand, like they both just like flowed down the river of wonderful taste right through your palate together. Instead of one just shooting off and taking the other one out of the equation. Yeah, these two to me just worked together. So it is pretty good. And this isn't an expensive bottle either. These are what, $20, $25? I really don't know. They're not bottom shelf, but they're going to be around your knees at the store. They're not going to be up on the top. Yes, wow, that just really works. This is strong enough. This is strong enough to help fight what this is taking away from all the other bourbons. Yeah.
And it's the finish where this shines.
Oh yeah.
This finish goes, I remember last night that this finish goes forever. Oh wow, yeah, I agree, Derek. The flavor profile on this is it takes down the maple. You kind of know Wild Turkey with a little bit of cinnamon notes, a little bit of maple notes. But what this does is actually now bring out kind of that cherry note.
That's what I was saying.
That I don't normally pick.
Yeah.
You know, you're going to get cherry note out of an Old Forester.
Yeah.
You know?
I think it even ups the vanilla a
Yes.
little bit at the end. It's in the back of your palate once again.
Yeah.
And it goes long.
Oh,
So since you guys are trying the milk chocolate,
yeah.
we got to give a nod to the Scotch Father.
The Scotch Father.
Wow.
Solange.
What do we got?
Old Pulteney.
Oh, wow.
And why? Because Old
goes
Pulteney
with everything.
goes with everything. That's right. So does it go with the milk chocolate?
We'll have to see.
Yes.
This
Yes, it
is-
does. Yes, it does.
No, we already kind of know.
Oh, no.
I was gonna say it's biggest challenge yet, but we wouldn't have pulled it out here if it didn't. Right?
Because
Yeah.
I can tell you right now that there's a saltiness to this, like a
Brininess.
like a brininess that think of nothing better than salted chocolate.
I was going to say, after talking to you guys and something else that was like, shut up and try it, the salting, you get sea salt caramel
Yeah.
pretty quick.
Now I'm smelling that.
yeah.
Sea salt caramel. Oh.
All of this is so subjective. You know.
I know. You do.
All right, so let's go with the chocolate. Charles, you have no chocolate.
Yeah. I need one too. Can't have enough chocolate, right?
There's a multi-tier effect going on here.
Yeah.
Number one, so you have the chocolate, you're kind of washing it down, but because Charles has chocolate that is the most viscous, thick, rich chocolate I've ever had in my entire life, it just doesn't go down with one drink.
No.
But what happens is now it's engaged in multi flavors. You've got the chocolate, you've got the brininess. But then all of a sudden, as it's starting to kind of work its way through to the finish, and you kind of have this nice little, just a slight smokiness pop through, then you take another drink, and then you get this enhancement to the cherry. Like it changes the flavor of the cherry, but actually brings out that cherry again after the chocolate's gone, right? Like the chocolate, the cherry's gone, the chocolate's there, but now it's almost like this finish where the cherry's coming through with some of this brininess and some of this maltiness that you get out of this beautiful, beautiful Old Pulteney 12-year.
In cooking, they talk about when you add salt, salt brings the flavor out in all the food items. You can't, if you don't have salt, you're not going to taste the food items bland, right? So when you add salt, it enhances the flavor of the food. Same with chocolate or same with any pastries. You add a little salt. That's why you have to add salt into the recipe because it enhances that product.
Yeah. It's a
and with the
magnifying
brininess,
glass for flavor.
right? And with the brininess, that saltiness of this Old Pulteney, it brings out the flavor of the chocolate covered cherry for sure.
Fantastic.
So
Again, Old Pulteney goes with everything. Charles, your overall opinion of this, like where do you land when you're a chocolatier, I'm a whisketier. So when the chocolatier meets the whisketier, what do we create?
Perfect pair.
I mean, I don't know. I think
He's
he
a
did
fan
it
for
better
life.
than you.
I know. All right. Fan for life here.
This is unbelievable. And again, Charles, I just say this. It's like, folks, if you're in the Muncie area, you can also order. You can go to Lowerys.com and actually order the chocolates, and they ship to anywhere in the world.
Anywhere in the world.
And you got to try this. You got to let us know what your thoughts are on this. I'm telling you, this is an experience like no other. We have had a lot of fun tasting all of these different chocolates, and it was unbelievable. And this is just we're just scratching the surface, because you've got chocolate covered pretzels. You've got what do we call the honeycombs?
The honeycomb chips, yep.
I love those. Again, completely different experience.
But wait,
Well, there's more.
there's more.
The fun
Wait.
is going to go on.
There's more.
So, also,
There's always
bourbon chocolate covered cherries.
Oh, okay. So this is Charles bourbon chocolate covered. Tell us a little bit about that process, Charles. These are super popular, right?
Oh.
Yeah, no, they continue to gain in popularity each year. So we take maraschino cherries, we drain them, we get as much of the juice off the maraschino cherries as possible, and then we soak them 2 weeks. And like I said, in a blended whiskey, I personally stir them every day because I've become kind of a bourbon head, whiskey head. They're stirred every day for 2 weeks, bare minimum 2 weeks soak time. And then they get double dipped.
Double dipped.
Wow.
So the bourbon is in the cherry.
Is in the cherry.
Soaked up in the cherry. Then it gets dipped in the what do you call it?
Fondant.
Fondant. And then it dries.
It dries, and then from there it's dipped, not once but twice. And then the cherries are the only thing that we will make in advance, because the fondant in the middle will actually melt, like hopefully you guys have all seen,
Yeah.
and it will become a liquid. Mm-hmm. And so that bourbon in the fondant becomes a nice little joyous liquid.
Let me tell you something.
So we wanted to try something with these.
Yeah,
Yes.
the only
So
problem
is
is nothing
What is the
nothing paired
perfect
with
pair?
it. Nothing
Oh
paired
yeah,
with it.
because we struggled because it being a bourbon,
Yes.
right?
Here's the challenge.
Or does something. Does something.
We
pair
are
with it.
going with Lafroy. Now this is Derek's bottle, but this has become one of my favorite bottles from Derek.
It's Jeff's
because
bottle.
it is the PX sherry cask, of which I mean I love Lafroy because you can't get peaty enough for me. So I know Charles is not a peat head.
Until I hooked up with you guys last night, I thought I wasn't much of anything until now. I'm drinking scotch and rye.
So
Lafroy.
So we would never start anybody on a Lafroy.
Oh.
But again, this speaks so much. I mean, just you can't get any more complimentary than saying that your chocolate holds up to the peatiest scotch on the market. You know, it's just that good. So, but the question is now we're going to do it. We're going to compare this with a bourbon, a whiskey, a blended bourbon, right?
Right?
Chocolate covered cherries.
Chocolate covered.
Oh my gosh.
I'm lost for words. I'm overwhelmed with the Lafroy and
The end result is truly amazing.
Yeah.
It's Charles.
you're going to be getting some campfire, right?
Yep.
Maybe a little medicinal note,
Yep.
and then maybe potentially some Band-Aid.
That's some stank in a glass.
Yeah.
He's not joking when he says Band-Aid.
But then one of the things I always tell people is you know, ease in. You don't just dive your nose into this. You want to ease in. This is a very mature, very sophisticated
Oh yeah, absolutely.
a scotch.
Besides Lafroy, what else compared to that you can get would be equivalent?
I would say that the peatier the better, but we're talking about a sherry cask. I'm thinking, and I'm going to challenge Charles here with a Lagavulin 16 potentially.
Okay.
There's some campfire notes. There is I believe it's a sherry and a bourbon, but another one that could be good is going to be the Ardbeg 10-year potentially because of that heavy, thick, peaty, and maybe slightly campfire note. But there is a little bit of more of a tar note that goes with the Ardbeg. But who says that tar doesn't go good with dark chocolate?
Yeah, right.
Right. So but let's go into this. So first note on the nose, you're getting the smoke, the Band-Aid. So let's go with the flavor.
I already did.
There's a grilled note, a campfire note, and a fruit note. So we're already kind of leaning more towards those grilled fruits.
Yep.
Smoky
I'm
grilled
past
fruits.
the medicinal.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah. All right, so now let's see where this bourbon,
I'm going all in.
dark chocolate bourbon, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Pete is gone.
Yeah.
We found something. Charles's chocolate takes the peat out of the Lafroig.
No, it's honestly truly amazing how quick the medicinal Band-Aid disappears, and then you're tasting campfire and the fruits behind it. I know it's a cherry, but like Kurt said, it just mixes it. It
Keeps going.
keeps going and keeps going.
It does
Coat
a little
your
bit
mouth.
of everything.
does.
It cuts through and it takes out something, but then this is a sherry finish, and so that fruit works well with the cherry that's in this. It works together, and it cuts out some of the things that you don't want to taste.
Absolutely.
It's just it.
I almost call it a flavor explosion, really, because I really think
yeah.
it just explodes
Yeah.
in your mouth, really.
Yeah.
It cuts the smoke and the peat, but also it explodes in your mouth. All the flavors, from the whiskey to the bourbon, the chocolate, whatever. It's good.
It's a lot of different flavors, but it's not overpowering,
No.
and not one takes over the other. And for a guy like Charles, it's like at first you're like, I'm not into scotch, and now we just threw you into the fire. That's like, even Charles was like, yeah, this is it. This is it. Like you were almost kind of amazed because you thought there's no way you're going to drink that.
Yeah, no, because Jeff literally walked me through the process of how to try to take it in to begin with, and then listen. This is what you're going to deal with when you first taste it, and then you mix it with a cherry, our cherry, and amazing how the medicinal just disappears, and then you're tasting campfire and then all the fruits behind it.
It's almost like a smoked cherry.
Yes,
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Smoked
Yes.
cherry,
That's
really.
the word I was looking
Yeah.
for. Yeah.
It used to be chicken and a biscuit, and now it's chocolate covered cherries. We've evolved.
We have.
We have evolved.
Well, Charles,
Wow.
again, I can't thank you enough for letting us
pleasure.
kind of hang out here, drink some whiskey, eat your chocolate-covered cherries, and then try to find out what the perfect pair was going to be. Again, this is something that you all should try. Come to Lowery's here in Muncie. Check out what he has to offer. But on top of that, enjoy it with a great whiskey. You will not be disappointed. It is truly an experience. So, folks, thank you for joining us. Thank you for hanging through with us. And stay with us as we do some more perfect pairs. Cheers.
Cheers.
Is that what you did?
Is that the countdown?
Hello, everyone. We do Jeff, and we're not with ILG. We're with.
Well, for recording, I actually do have one more question for you, because I do like caramel a lot, and one thing I was curious about is how do you manipulate the interplay of water activity, glass transition temperature, and the kinetics of crystallization to ensure a chewy caramel with minimal graininess and remain stable and palatable over an extended shelf life with variations like room temperature and humidity?
I would say it'd have to do with heat, to be honest with you. You don't want to get too hot, you don't want to get it too cold, because if you overheat it, you're going to add a bunch of chewiness, and
chewy and hardness to it. And then
Okay.
soft. You're not going, once again, when you cook caramel, you're trying to not burn it, but the hotter it gets, you're adding flavors and everything.
So you're kind of in that with the same as the chocolate, that 1 degree one way or the other
Yeah, in all honesty, yeah.
can completely change it.
Because then if you don't cook it enough, that's where your crystals are going to come from too.
Yeah.
And that's where kind of your grittiness. So making sure it's cooked thoroughly. And then, if you cross over to too hot, then you're going to get burn marks and kind of that scorch taste.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, I think that's going to look good.